I finally say out loud in an empty bathroom to no one in particular. The next morning, I have a plane to catch. My sister and I have been in Los Angeles for a girls' trip and are heading back home to Vancouver. I was able to pull myself together at the bar the night before, but now the dread of going back to my real life is palpable. As I pack my bag, I feel heavier with each piece of clothing I put in my suitcase. I begin to wonder about all the people, things, and roles I've placed into my life that weren't meant for me. Then I quickly chastise myself, feeling ungrateful, even ashamed of my discontent. By the age of 9, I had survived the Bosnia and Kosovo wars, and the fact that I'm alive, healthy, and living in Canada is an enormous and wonderful privilege. I have food, shelter, and fresh ocean air. Things are good. But of course, this forced positivity only makes me feel shittier. The truth is, I'm finding it hard to be grateful these days. I live in a dark, crappy, one-bedroom basement apartment that my husband and I can barely afford. The beat-up van I drive makes an embarrassing amount of noise every time I push the brake. I got married the summer before grad school, at the tender age of 22, and in the conservative Christian community in which I grew up, no one flinched as I made such a huge commitment before my frontal cortex had even fully developed. Why didn't anyone stop me, I wonder? Now I come home to a husband I don't love. Luckily, I'm gone most days, attending class and studying for my master's program in counseling psychology, but even my refuge is exhausting and competitive. With each assignment, my flaws and past traumas have become glaringly obvious. In addition to my academic requirements, I am asked to learn about and navigate other people's emotional pain in therapy sessions, while simultaneously trying to manage my own. I spend a lot of my time daydreaming about having a very different life, fantasizing about the endless could-have-beens, as a way to cope with my reality. Lately, I've noticed that my senses have dulled, making me feel detached, almost from my own existence. I feel pressure to be someone I'm not and live a life that I don't want. People assume my life is fun, sweet, idyllic even, and it's become my job to keep up the pretenses. The perfect marriage, the slim figure, the academic accomplishments. Yet, as hard as I try, I feel like I'm failing, myself and the people around me. I'm drowning. I am asked to be many things: wife, student, therapist, friend, daughter, and sibling. But no one is asking me to be myself, to show up as who I really am, and it wouldn't matter if they did, because even I don't know who that really is. I have no space to unravel my thoughts or decipher my feelings, although maybe that's just an excuse, because I have the sneaking suspicion that if I did, I would come undone. I feel trapped, frightened that all my decisions, big and small, have set a sentence without parole for a life I don't want. Deep down, I know that the only way to escape is to shatter my life as I know it. But what if, in the process, I shatter instead? What if I break before I can break free? In the cab on my way to the airport, I'm sweating profusely, digging my nails into my palms to prevent myself from vomiting. Nothing about my body feels right. I can't even hold a simple conversation with my sister. My thoughts are racing. By the time we arrive, my senses are flooded. The crowds, the mixed smells of fast food and coffee, and the heaviness of supporting my body as I stand in line to board the plane. It's all just too much. As the discomfort intensifies, I try even harder to ignore it. What is it about humans that we would rather endure suffering than face our truth? I deny my reality pretty successfully until we are seated on the plane and the seatbelt sign illuminates for takeoff. As I click in, my vision becomes blurry, my breath short, and my skin feels too tight. I'm desperate to claw my way out of the seat, out of my body, out of my life. The tin can walls of the plane are closing in and the air feels thicker, stale. Sweat drips down my neck and chest. I unbuckle and stand up, pushing my way toward the front of the plane. Confused passengers stare as the flight attendants repeatedly ask me to sit down. I need to get off. I need to get off now, I scream. Something is happening. Nothing is going to stop me. I don't even remember leaving the plane, but suddenly I'm standing at an empty airport gate looking at my sister with sheer panic. My legs tingle, then my upper body seizes. My arms fold into themselves, curling my hands toward my chest as my wrists twist and my fingers contort into claws. I'm trapped in my body. My sister runs to look for medical assistance.